So it is February 9th. We just had a big ice storm the last couple of days. It's finally, today it's warm enough. It's not really that warm. It's just gonna get up into the 40s today. These usually don't like to come out unless it's 50 or above, but supposed to get another cold snap here, and what we're gonna try to do is go into them, see if they're still alive after all this ice. We've had some extremely cold weather in the teens, 0 at night or below. So we're gonna try to see how they are. Gonna open the hive up, see if they need some feed, see if they're even still alive. Hopefully they are. We have 7 that have made it so far this time of year. This is the hardest time of year for us. It's right before spring, no food for them. They can't really come out. They're eating up all their honey reserve. So what we do is we'll feed sugar if it's to that point. All right, let's get into it. See ya. All right, so we put a little sugar here. That's just sugar on the top. What we do with these, we do wrap them in insulation, a moisture board, foam board on top, and the roof. I don't know if we can see them here. I see a couple. I hear them buzzing, so that's good. They're still alive. Let's see if we can get them. Drop my knife over here. Alright, let's see what I can do. So there's the cluster, which is good. They're still in there and alive. It's even better. They're up here near the top though. So you can see that they have honey here. They're starting to work that honey. So we're gonna just we're gonna do this. Nice and gentle. Nice, so all that did was I put a little bit of sugar here. And I'll put these frames back in because they don't want to be in the cold too long. They're doing good right now. We are working up to the top of this honey though. It might look like a lot of sugar, but we have a lot of cold days still to get ahead of us. Well, that's one. I'd say at least one of them is still alive, strong. And you see they're down here coming in and out of their entrance now because I just disturbed them. We're gonna move on and see what we can do the next one. See, there's some over here flying in and out of theirs. So, let's see. Alright, so these guys are working real close to the top. That means they are hungry. Let's get them fed. Oh yeah. They need some feed. I'll let you look at that. Okay, so there's a lot of bees flying around out here, which is okay. Like I said, it's warm enough. They don't like to be out in this type. They want it to be warmer than this, but they will be okay right now for enough. They'll be able to get back into their hives shortly here and still stay warm without dying. So, all right, hive number 2. We're doing okay. We just gotta get a little longer. Somebody's enjoying the weather as long as she doesn't get stung. She will stay near me no matter what. What a good loyal dog. Alright, let's break into number 3 and 4. Not looking so good. Alright, let me show you what a dead hive looks like. This is heartbreaking. So we did come in and we fed them once. You see, they ate all that sugar. Problem is, it's out here. The cluster usually stays in the middle. This is your cluster. These are dead bees. There was sugar all up here. They ate it. So, well, there's a couple of live ones, but they aren't from this hive. I don't think. They're definitely not from this hive. So what happens is they cluster up around here. And if I look, to me this is heartbreaking because bees are extremely hard to keep and they're extremely expensive. So if you look real close, there's the queen is usually in the middle of this cluster. She's probably right down in here. I'm gonna say, I don't know, they starved to death. It was too cold, they couldn't get to this outside sugar, which is gonna make them most likely starve to death. Fortunately, that's part of beekeeping, is you lose them. Some you lose, some you win. Unfortunately, the loss is a lot higher than your wins, especially when you live in our temperatures, our cold, extremely cold climate. Well, let's see if we get any better luck out of that one. All right. Oh, perfect. Okay, we don't like to take losses, but one loss so far is a lot better than all lost. These guys are hungry too, though. You can see, oh, they're coming up to the top. They're a little aggressive. So let's, oh yeah, that is a hungry, strong, aggressive hive. All right, let's see what we can do. going to do here, I don't know if you can hear me, but just taking some of the paper off the bag. There's usually 2 layers of it, which is awesome. We're going to force these bees to the side. They'll go to the side. Once that weight starts coming on them, I'm going to put a little sugar right here. You want it close to the center. Like I said, I just showed you on the other ones. They died because it was too close, not close enough, is my assumption. And we're going to do the same thing on this side here. Feed, 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 feed. It's so important. And we're trying. Alright. Get this lid back on. Yeah, nice and carefully. Do our best. So I'm rocking it back and forth because I just put a ton of sugar in there. It does not want to be. Those bees are packed now, but sugar up the top too. Just close to that hole. Get a little more. Alright, so as a new beekeeper, I lost all my hives. For those that don't know, to buy a package of bees where they come in a little box, it's like 150 bucks, not real crazy. To have a colony of bees like this is a lot more expensive. It's a lot harder to keep. And it's a big loss when you lose an entire colony, like the one we just showed you. But as a new beekeeper, I lost all of them. It was very, I want to say discouraging. It was definitely a learning curve, but it's hard. You do all this work, check them every week, every other week, plant tons of flowers, spend tons of money on sugar and stuff like that to feed them when they're starting out. Do everything you can do, and to lose them is real hard. But it's part of the game. You learn from it, and hopefully you grow, and the less you lose, and the better off you are. So, trick is feed them, feed them, feed them, feed them, feed them. And seems like wrapping them definitely helped this year a little bit. Keeps them warmer, and I mean, they are little insects that vibrate back and forth to keep that hive as warm as they can in extremely cold temperatures. So the more you can help them, just like in your house, you have insulation, the better off they are, the better off you are. I don't hear them buzzing yet. That's not good. Oh, but they are alive. Perfect. Okay, they got a lot of sugar there. Some of these hives had a lot of honey in them to begin with before over winter. I try not to take any. Some of them didn't. So do they need this sugar right now? I'm going to say absolutely. It's cold. They're getting hungry. They're all working towards the top. Keep them fed. Keep them alive. Another weird thing about bees is this hive smells like bananas. It's the propolis that they send off. More over again. This is greater. Again, I'm just rocking this back and forth. Put a lot of sugar under there. They don't want, you don't need. Come on, nice. By the way, I don't know if you can hear it. That ice is still falling off the trees real bad. So, the bees aren't happy about that either. Alright, last hive. I'm going to check for today. Probably won't bring you with me because I have nowhere to set you. Okay, so this was my wild hive. Literally came out of a wild maple tree. I thought this would. I had high hopes for this hive. Being wild bees, usually they winter really well. They didn't stack up a lot of honey this year. They were small. They never grew real great. They didn't make it. They died. And old blue right here, they passed. But so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not doing too good, but hey, 5's better than none. Well, we'll visit this again in a couple weeks on a nice night, another nice warm day.